and Tim worked really hard to make better. The reason why I made it was because it was mostly in a house and we could film it. It was all set in one location.
When did you read the book? I mean, is that
Yeah, I read the book. My partner is a publisher. He publishes. He's a leading independent publisher of horror and sci-fi in the country. His name is Richard Chismar. So he gets all these books. Now the book club's been around for a long time, but it's people's favorite in that kind of genre. So we thought, wow, if we get the option for this, Ed Gorman's got a name in that world, and of course in Hollywood, no one knows who the hell he is. But so that's really that was our first adaptation of anything I've ever written was the Poker Club.
And I wouldn't say that we had changed it a lot, but when you get the actors who are going to be in a film, you get them together and you workshop the material a little bit. And there were occasional moments where I thought Jonathan was going to go Roadhouse 2 on me, where I suggested changing a line. But I think we worked through those moments. Like, for instance, the scene with Laurie and Judy at the end of the film, you know, we sat down and we took some time, and I think we, what did we do? We reworked that dialogue a little bit, where you guys were able to kind of, you know, find it. And I think in a lot of, motherfucker was not said nearly as many times in the screenplay as Johnny defaulted to in moments of anger. I think we cut out a lot of that as well.
We tried.
But yeah, you
I did make a case for some nudity in that strip club, which you guys fought me on, but whatever.
Can you believe that? In the middle of the shooting, Judy says, "You need more tits."
Why are they wearing tops? It's a strip club.
And all the guys kind of look at each other like, okay.
And I get to stick it out.
it's true though.
I'm sorry. I like nudity.
Yes.
Which is, I think that was a good suggestion, made it more real. So anyway, which is more difficult, or does it matter, to write a script from a book, or just plain write a script, or you know, like that?
Which is easier, writing an original screenplay or adapting? Come on, we got some writers up on here.
I think personally that, you know, we have a guideline with an adaptation, but you also have material you need to be true to. And if for whatever reason you find your imagination going in a different direction, that has to rein you back in. So there's a freedom when you start from scratch because it's just your head. But the problem with that is you can get stuck. So, I mean, with this one, I mean, I think he fell in love with the book, and so it was a great guideline to go off of. But I think we did change.
In my opinion, when you write anything, one of the big problems that you have to overcome is being objective to your own work. And when you're writing off of, when you're coming from something else, you have that double. So it's much more difficult, in my opinion, to adapt something and work the kinks out than it is to come up with your own thing. Because nothing is, books usually aren't structured as screenplays are.
When you see a book that you think this will be a good film, well, do you have to contact the author?
You got to get the option. You got to get the option.
Okay.
You have to secure it for a certain portion of time so that your effort doesn't go in waste because someone else had already adapted it and made it into a movie by the time you're done with it. So you have to secure the rights, go to the author, get an option, usually pay some money.
Can you just talk a second about how you guys actually got it financed? Were there cool little lock boxes with gizmos in them? Did you attach a lot of games beforehand? What was the motivation for the guy who eventually gave you the money to go into this?
Yeah, this
laundering.
Yeah. It was interesting because Matt Richards was a producer out of Baltimore. It's out now, guys. I can say his name. And there was an article that showed that there was marketability in the certain cast that we approached him with, and that would be me. And that was all we really had to secure finances. I said, I'm in the movie, you give us a certain amount of money, Tim can make it, he's made these movies. We can make it for this amount of money, give us the money, we'll make the movie.
And we can lose all of your money
Yeah.
within 2 years.